You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So there's been a pretty significant development involving Hudson's Bay, the iconic Canadian department store that's been part of the country's retail history for centuries. The company behind Hudson's Bay has officially changed its name to Rupert Legacy. This change didn't happen just out of the blue. It's actually part of a deal made with Canadian Tire. Here's what went down. Hudson's Bay agreed to sell its name and a bunch of its trademarks to Canadian Tire Corp., limited for about $30 million. This wasn't just the name itself, but also included the famous Hudson's Bay stripes, their coat of arms, and popular brand elements like the distinctly home housewares and Hudson North apparel lines. Even some catchphrases like Bay Days and the old Zellers slogan, "The lowest price is the law," were part of the sale. Because of this agreement, the company had to give up the Hudson's Bay name and rebrand itself. The new name, Rupert Legacy, is a nod to Prince Rupert, the first governor of the original Hudson's Bay Company, and also to Rupert's Land, the vast territory granted to the company back in 1670 when it began as a fur trading business. So even though the name has changed, there's still a connection to the company's long and historic past. As for Hudson's Bay stores, they have all been closed after a period of liquidation. The business is still under creditor protection, and it's working through selling off its leases and auctioning off art and artifacts that it holds. This is a pretty significant moment, because it marks the end of Hudson's Bay as a retail name and the beginning of a new chapter under the Rupert Legacy brand. The sale and name change also sparked some conversations, especially with First Nations groups, about the company's historic charter and whether there was enough consultation before the deal was finalized. It's clear that the Hudson's Bay Company name will continue to live on in Canadian history, but from now on, the business operations that once carried that name will be known as Rupert Legacy, while Canadian Tire takes over the iconic Hudson's Bay brand identity. It's a fascinating transition for a company with such a deep-rooted presence in Canada, and it'll be interesting to see how Rupert Legacy shapes its future while Canadian Tire leverages this newly acquired brand heritage. Stay subscribed for more videos.